Hello, amazing human, and welcome to Neurodivergent Bites, a podcast for neurodivergent entrepreneurs to understand systems, change the narrative about productivity, and embrace yourself for who you really freaking are. If your energy is being sucked, you're struggling to focus, or you know you need systems, but there's a disconnect for whatever reason, join your host, that's me, Carolee Galt, along with fellow amazing humans on how being a neurodivergent entrepreneur has impacted the way they do life and business. If you're looking for bite-sized action steps, you're in the right place. Hello, amazing humans. Welcome back to Neurodivergent Bites. I am your host, Carolee. Today, I want to talk to you about my morning routine and how routines do not have to be scary. They can be incredibly beneficial, even if you struggle to follow them. I'm going to share with you the most important thing about a routine and how you can almost always make sure that you follow through. So, a part of your day is a morning routine. This is what makes your day either start out really well. And we don't know how we're going to feel, our energy is going to be when we first wake up in the morning. So it's incredibly important to have a very flexible routine that has a few key components to make sure that we're moving in good for the day. In my morning routine, I get up I give myself a full hour to get out of bed and still be able to get my core things done that I need to do every morning. Because sometimes you just need a little bit of extra sleep. Sometimes we're just struggling to get out of bed, and we don't want to shame ourselves for that. We want to embrace it. So I'm going to give you an inside scoop here on how I managed to be able to keep up with a morning routine, even though I have ADHD and I hate routines. This has been a game changer. The very important part about a routine, if you can do any part of it, it's the last step. Essentially, my last step between my morning routine and starting my workday is getting coffee. And as long as I get coffee, my brain understands that the next step is going to be starting work. So on this channel, I'm always supporting you in being able to streamline different things so that way you can have more time, more focused time working on your business, and you feel far less stressed in your day. And so when you stick to routines like this, even if it's just that last step, right? You probably have things like brush your hair, brush your teeth, use the bathroom, right? Maybe feed some animals. And then we grab the coffee, okay? You literally probably only need 20 minutes to do that, unless you live on a farm or something or have 5 million animals, then maybe more. But you know what I mean? Like, you're only going to need 5 to 10 minutes. Can you get up 5 to 10 minutes before you need to start working on your business, right? Now, I purposely put in place a co-working time 1.5 hours after I get up. And I do this on purpose because I want to make sure that I show up to that on time. But I realistically only have to get out of bed. I don't even have to throw clothes on if I don't want to. Let's just be real. You don't have to put on anything fancy to hop on some virtual co-working and get some work done. Work on your business, okay? I showed up in this really fuzzy pink unicorn hoodie thing the other day. I was like, hey guys, this is me. This is the morning I'm having. You can show up however you want to. I lead by example in that respect. So what I was able to do was I got my coffee, showed up in my fluffy sweatshirt, and I worked on my business. My very first step when working on my business is to look at my task management system. And my task management system is what makes everything in my life manageable and has far less stress, and how I save so much time. Plain and simple, it's my core system. Without it working properly, everything else has a trouble working properly as well. But when it's not working at all, like if we're not using it at all, everything else is complete and utter chaos, period. Okay? So we want to ensure that we have a task management system. If you don't have a task management system yet, I encourage you to get a task management system, okay? Whether that be pen and paper, whether that be a software, project management software, whether that be a to-do list. I don't care what you have, but I need everything in one location written down for what you need to work on. Because otherwise you're wasting so much time finding what you need to work on or figuring it out. So as it comes, you need to put in your task management system. This allows you to be on time for more things. It allows you to utilize your time more efficiently. It allows you to actually hit deadlines. All right? Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be foolproof. Like, I still have overdue tasks on my list because we still struggle with knowing how long things are going to take us, and unexpected life things happen. So it's not like a end all be all, like it's going to work and fix all of your problems. But you know what? It's going to exponentially streamline and eliminate, or at least minimize, a lot of the problems that you're having as far as time, as far as like remembering things like brain fog, like different things like that. It's all centrally located in some sort of software or planner, whatever it is. So if you're like someone that has their phone with them all the time, you probably are in this day and age. So you want to find something that can be shared across multiple devices, across your laptop or desktop, a tablet or iPad, on a phone, right? You want it to where it can go across all of them, and you want it to where it can be utilized very efficiently. So if you have a pen and paper, are you going to remember to take it everywhere when you have all those random ideas or those tasks that you think of when, you're out at the store? Probably not, but are you going to have your phone with you? Yes. So you can pop it in your task management system and be good to go. So the purpose of a task management system is to be able to operate as your second brain and help alleviate so much stress and then maximize your time so you can do things more efficiently, hit more deadlines, just be places on time, feel more put together and confident. Okay? I'm sure you want to feel all of those things. So I'm going to tell you really, really quick what task management system that I recommend and why. But I'm going to do it really quick. Okay? I recommend ClickUp if you have someone walking you through it or you're willing to learn. ClickUp is an all-in-one task management system, and it has so many options that it can be incredibly overwhelming. And because of how it's set up with their hierarchy, it really makes it more difficult to understand how it works. I always suggest, if you're going to use ClickUp, that you have someone supporting you, like myself, to be able to support you in setting up ClickUp, okay? I do also suggest something that's called Sunsama. Sunsama is closer to a paper planner, but digital. I used it for about 1.5 years before it wasn't robust enough for what I needed. And so that's when I moved to ClickUp. Okay. ClickUp does have a free version. Sunsama does not. It's worth every penny in my opinion. It's $20 a month as I'm recording this. All right. And if you use my link below, you can get 30 days for free. As long as that hasn't changed either. But I still highly, highly recommend Sunsama, and I highly recommend ClickUp, depending on where you are in your business, depending on if you have a team or not, and depending how many things you need to stay organized, right? Everything in life is essentially a system or routine. It's a process. Let's say it's a set of steps. That's what a system is. And so a system is going to help you get from point A to point B, or point A to point Z, right? So everything in between is the steps. So a morning routine has steps. From the time you get out of bed, or when your alarm goes off, really is step 1, to the time you switch to quote unquote this next routine, right? How do we actually follow through with these things? How do we actually get the work done? How do we work with our brain? How do we get the confidence? Like all these other things, right? The time. If you're a mom, you have ADHD, anything like that. Homeschool, like there are so many ways to be able to do this, okay? I'm a mom. I have ADHD. I have neurodivergent children. I work from home, right? Lots of distractions there. So many things. If you can relate, I really want to connect with you, okay? And I also want to invite you to join the waitlist for the ClickUp program that will be launching in January of 2024. We are going to go in depth into ClickUp and really get it set up for you as a central hub. So if you have been really wanting to have that central hub set up, and I truly believe that ClickUp can work for anyone, because I have seen inside of so many different businesses, and literally everyone's ClickUp is set up a little differently. And so in this program, we're going to be able to give you the core foundation of ClickUp, and then we're going to be able to kind of jump in more personally, and we're going to be able to actually make sure that it's working for you, your brain, and your business. Okay, I'm even going to show you how to put stuff in there for your personal life. Literally, the central hub that runs all the things, everything connects down into ClickUp. All right, so make sure you join that wait list. If it is past January 2024 and you are watching this, go ahead and grab all the details for that ClickUp program, and we will go ahead and get started. All right, that's all for today. This is how routines can help you do the next thing. The most important part is the last step. We actually make that a really fun joke in our house, but it is so easy to forget that last step. And that's the reason it throws everything off. So when we actually are able to be intentional with that last step, knowing that that's the thing that makes the biggest difference, that's when habits and routines and your schedule for your day goes so much smoother. Okay? So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, leave a review if you have found this very helpful to you and your business. And go ahead and go follow me on some social media platforms. Send me a DM if you want to connect, and we can go ahead and see what would be the next best step for you if you're feeling the vibe to work together. I would love to hear from you. Before I wrap up today's episode, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey to empower neurodivergent entrepreneurs. I hope that you've gained valuable insights and a fresh perspective on productivity and self-acceptance. No matter where you are in your entrepreneurial journey, I'm here to support you. These transformative conversations will equip you with bite-sized action steps that you can apply immediately. Let's redefine productivity on our own terms and create a business that aligns with who we truly are. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast to receive the latest episodes and join our amazing community of neurodivergent humans. Remember, being unique is our superpower, and together we can rewrite the rules of success.